Hi, everyone. It's Carol Clark, and welcome back to the Bariatric Business Accelerator podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that can transform your client outcomes as well as the stability of your practice. And this is all about what subscription models can teach all of us in healthcare about building high retention weight loss programs, particularly if you're in private practice where you can make your own decisions about such things, or if you have some cash pay services, but it can work actually in any setting or type practice. And if you've ever binged a Netflix show, as we all probably have, or put your vitamins on auto ship or your makeup on auto ship, there's lots of different things, you've experienced the power of a great subscription design. They don't just sell a product, they actually create ongoing engagement with the person who's a part of the program. And that's exactly what weight loss care needs, because as you know, obesity is a chronic relapsing condition, and clients really just don't need a short-term fix. What they really need is structure, support, and long-term follow-up over time. So why would subscription thinking fit weight loss care? Actually, the research is pretty clear. Structured and consistent follow-up does improve outcomes and reduces weight regain. And also, subscription models excel at recurring value, predictable engagement with your patients, and also it tends to show a lower attrition rate for people falling out of your program. And these are all the things that your practice needs, quite frankly, as well. So, in addition, subscription style designs can give your business something incredibly important, which is a stable, predictable revenue stream coming in and smoother operations for your practice, because things are moving along very consistently. When you partner perhaps with someone to have provide some structured services, whether it's meal plans, educational resources, or you're doing that all in your own practice. If your software provides some patient engagement tools that deliver that ongoing value, it makes it easier for you to create such programs. But honestly, I've been creating a lot of these especially over the past few months, and there's really 7 elements that you can borrow from true subscription programs when you're designing your own. So we'll walk through the top subscription principles that you can apply immediately. And like I say, you get creative. You can come up with some really great things that your patients want and need. The first and most important really is recurring value. They're going to stay when they feel like each month matters. Think things like new challenges to keep them engaged, personalized reviews, medication adjustments, structured nutrition solutions, structured fitness programs that you're offering, or structured repeat, maybe perhaps some nutritional products. The second thing is flexible, sort of tiered or laddered programs. So you want to offer tiers, comprehensive, core, maintenance, so patients can step down without stepping out. And also you can best meet the needs that they have from a financial and from a personal need for their services. You want to make sure that it's personalized, thirdly, and has a proactive approach. So early signs of disengagement, you want to make sure you can identify those and address them before they end up leaving. The fourth thing is you do want to use this to build a community. You can do live questions and answers, have alumni groups, maintenance clubs, ways that people can stay connected with you, with your products that you offer and your services. The fifth principle is you want to remove friction. We're really good at putting barriers in place, but you want to eliminate clunky systems, multiple logins. Subscription companies are really obsessed about simplicity, and we should be as well. The sixth thing or principle that you see from some successful ones is to make progress visible. Show clients their wins, their labs, their habits, their non-scale victories, and trends over time. So integrate that into your program. Seventh, you want to have a win-back plan. What do I mean by that? Even great clients will drift from time to time. We all see it. You want to build easy reactivation pathways so that you are always in front of them. Maybe you do a 30-day reboot or a back on track program, or you might do a jumpstart program. But that is something that can really help. So if you're thinking about how can I make this happen in mine, here's a clean sort of scalable framework that I've used in different practices that you can use as well. You want to think of the different tiers that you might include. First of all, I like to I just did this yesterday with a practice, and the team comes up with the greatest ideas, but you may want to come up with like what are the common things that you can include in your membership program. If you're offering insurance, you want to include those things that aren't necessarily covered by insurance, because that's what people would be paying for. So you list all that out, then you identify what do your patients need. You can do it based on like a certain number of months, the first month, the next month, but really you can come up with 3 different common ways that they can pick from, each with a higher value to them as you go up. So we can create lots of different creative ways. Once you have that all listed out, you want to make sure that you identify that, name it, put together your sales sheet for it, and you want to monitor your metrics, like I always say. So you want to look at things like your 90-day retention metric, how many people actually stayed on for a full 12 months, if that's how long it is, how many enrolled and are still active. So you want to look at reasons why people have attrition, a referral rate, how many people are referring new people to you. Subscription research really does show, if you dive into it, I can go down rabbit holes with the best of them. Most cancellations will happen early, so strong onboarding is what will help to fix that for you if you see people dropping off quickly from buyer's remorse or something like that at the beginning. So I guess at the end of the day, high retention programs aren't about locking clients into something. It's about giving them what they need for lifetime success and making it really a home run for you and your team to promote. When you combine really recurring value is most important, some flexibility in terms of the different tiers, some personalization, of course, so it's your program, they can identify with that, you're providing unique services, a sense of community, and a simple way for people to understand what it is you offer and how to get onboarded, and that clear path back when life happens and they start to regain some weight. They know that you're there. You have that safety net for them. You'll create a long-term ecosystem that really does support better outcomes and a more stable business. So I hope this was helpful. I know it was a lot of information in a short period of time. I gave some specifics, but like I say, there are so many different ways to create this. And actually, sometimes people think, oh, my patients would never pay for a membership program. But the reality is, if you're offering something of true value that they want, you offer it where they can get what they're buying anyhow at a lower cost and on a monthly recurring basis, it can be a really helpful structure for you and for your practice. I actually have written an entire blog about this for the Robard Corporation. They have ways that you can integrate their nutritional products as well as a part of your whole program. There are so many creative ways that you can do this. But I'll put the link in the notes below so that you can have access to that blog article as well. And of course, anytime if you have questions, please reach out to me, Karol, Karol, at weightlosspracticebuilder.com. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're not a part of my weekly e-newsletter, you should be. So you should go to my website, weightlosspracticebuilder.com, and sign up for that. It's got all the latest news and any new things that we're offering. I'm actually modifying some things in Weight Loss Practice Builder, my consulting business for the next year. So stay tuned to that. I think it's going to be, I'm following the same principles I teach to everyone else. I'm sort of like one of those people that I actually apply everything that I teach, and I don't really teach it till I know that it's something that can work. And I'm in the trenches like you, running my husband's practice, but also really doing so much with practices across the U.S., which really gives me an eye for lots of different creative ways to do things. So I love every bit of it. And I thank you for being here. Have a great one.